Hello everyone, thank you for joining today's class, and in today's class we're going to be looking at the basics of using Linux virtual machine. So we are going to touch on some commands. We're going to check how to SSH using public key into a Linux virtual machine, because someone asked me of how to do that. So that's why I decided to make this short video. Thank you for joining. So the first thing we need to do here today is to quickly create a Linux virtual machine on Azure, which we know how to do already, but if you don't know, you can just follow through. So let's create, and let's just say I want to create a Linux virtual machine. So you can decide to create a new resource group, or I have a resource group that I want to use, test. So I can just call this Linux VM. So then I can decide to leave this, then leave the Ubuntu security type. Let me just leave that one. So for this, I want to reduce this one. Let me just put it on B2S. Then I can just do so here this is so this administrator type here, where you see authentication type, I don't want to change it to password, because most of the videos I've been doing I use password. So today I want to just leave it as SSH public key. So here I want to leave it the way it is. Then go to this and just change this to SSD. Then I can review. Okay, so this one is pointing to network. Let me just create a network for that. Let me call it Linux VM VNet. So here, don't forget, you must download this private key. And so when we download this, okay, so it's been downloaded on my downloads. That's the folder Linux VM key. So I can just return to create virtual machine. So now that we have deployment complete, so we can just copy this public IP, which is what we are going to use to SSH into this machine. Then go to our Putty. So normally if you had used a password, I can just click on open, then go and enter the password. But because we are going to use a public key here, so which is downloaded on my downloads, let me just do here. So which is on my downloads, I can just do this. I have it as Linux VM. So all I need to do is to convert this to PPK. It is in PEM format. Let me show you. That's PEM format. So I want to change it to PPK. So you can see the type PEM file. So but the only format that we can use is PPK. So how do we convert that? We can convert that using Putty gen, which comes with the Putty file when you're trying to download. So all I need to do is to go to conversion, import key, and go to my download. Where is my download? So I have Linux VM. So I can just say open. Let me save it here. She want to protect this key. Yes. Okay. So I want to save it here. Let me call it Linux VM key. Linux VM key. So it is out in PPK format. So all I need is to save this, then close. So now, how do I now connect it to this? I just need to come to the connection, come to SSH. Under SSH, you come to authentication, then credentials. So here you can just browse and pick the Linux VM key that you've converted. Then you can go back, confirm that you have this open. Okay, you have your, so you can just click on open. So it asks for, so you can see, so here I've accepted, and all I need is to put my username, which is Azure user, and enter, and that is it. So we are inside this VM. So if you now need to check, we already know, or let me just say, if you want to check the present directory that you are, you can just use pwd, which will show you your present directory or the path that you are at the moment. So let me clear this. If you want to check if the free memory you have, you can just type free. It shows you the used one, the free one, as you can see here. Then there's a top command as well, which shows you all the available memory, the running, the one that is stopped, the zombie running, everything, the task running. You can see that stop. Then we have so many commands, you know. So if you need to check some of this command, you might just want to get familiar with Linux, how to copy files, how to remove files, how to create files. So let me, you know, there's a way that, let me just try and make a, let me make a folder here. Let me do mkdir, let me call it NEI. So here, this create a folder, and ls is to check. You can see NEI, it's in blue, and what makes it a folder. I can decide to even go into that folder. Let me say cd NEI. So I'm inside that folder. Then ls, it means nothing is inside. So inside this folder, I can decide to touch a file. Let me call it file. Then I can just check, do I have it? Yes. So, you know, I can decide to even remove this file. Let me say rm rm recursive file. So, and that is it. The file is gone. So many commands that you might want to get familiar with using Linux. This is just the basics of the class, and I hope this helps someone in your cloud journey. Thank you for watching.